Hi. But I hate my voice. Anyways, today I'm gonna be making this hand, and I think I'll just get started, like straight to the point. It doesn't really make sense to do a hand with like a sphere, so we're actually just gonna delete this and switch it out with like cube, because that's just I don't know, it's just easier for me. I forgot to. What is that like cam view? Yeah, I don't know why mine were off. Okay. So the basic structure of a hand is kind of like a square, but you pull in like the. I'm using symmetry because I do not want to waste time. You basically like have a trapezius, which is like a cube, but the bottom part is a shorter length, and then you like split it into four. Actually, this isn't even big enough yet, but I'm just gonna. That might actually be too much. I'm just gonna like push this back a bit. Check on this end. Push this way, and I like to start like pretty low because then you can be like much faster. And then to even be even more faster, it's the worst English I've ever heard. You just um, extrude like a sphere. And that's not a sphere, a cylinder. Because the fingers are basically like little cylinders that are stacked on top of each other. So you just put that in there. And do you actually remember this? I'll just do it. And then that. And the key to doing this really fast is that you only need to completely do one finger. So you don't like waste time. Just doing like, oh shit, I should have probably rotated this a bit just so you can tell that it's like segmented. Or I could just do that. I'm just eyeballing it because this is supposed to be like really fast. So I'm gonna dynamesh that actually. I just like doing the fingers first because it's just like super fast. You can't dynamesh it if it's masked. Okay. So you got that in there. And as you can see, if I were to like isolate this, I need like a. I'm looking at reference on my other screen. You can't really see the other screen. But like the finger is basically broken into three parts, and you kind of just need to show that um that those. No, I want to put it in. You see, it's kind of already looking like a finger. You just kind of want to show how flat it is, pretty much, is what I was going to say. Because that's really what sells a finger, because the reflections on it are kind of not really that complicated. It's just like a. Honestly, I could have started with a cube, but I just feel like it looks better rounded, so I use a cylinder. But you just want to show that it's like bony, pretty much, because most of the finger isn't bone. I think, don't actually quote me on that, but just using my trim dynamic to flatten it. And hopefully you get some of this part inside. And as you can see, because it's a cylinder, it's already like pretty much there. Like it was super quick. I barely had to do anything. Didn't have to like use clay buildup because usually that just makes it like just form. So it's actually better to start like most sculpts with like the shape that's already similar to the finger you're sculpting, and then you just kind of like, nah, yeah. And I ended up doing it anyway, so I guess that doesn't matter. So, okay, so you just inflate this, inflate that, and maybe use the standard brush. No, actually, it doesn't close it up. I'll probably use the pinch brush. I just need to make this look like, because the nails, they look more realistic when it looks like it's been placed inside of your finger, not just like on top of it. So I kind of want to push this in a little bit. I don't know if, yeah, I don't know if that'll work. Yeah, I kind of want to push this in so it looks like it's inside there. And then I'll smooth this too. Kind of look at your own finger. This part is like actually kind of inflated forwards. And yeah, I should have probably shown. Yeah, this is gonna be so easy to replicate because it's like not sculpted and it's just like a cylinder pretty much. But who knows? If I do this fast enough, maybe I can make like a little Wolverine arm or something. I don't know. The game's coming out pretty soon. Anyways, just like push this in, and then it also has that trapezius shape, which is kind of cool. Try to copy the similarities in the body where you can. But yeah, pretty much already done. The other thing you probably could do is like add some like width to this because it kind of looks a little skinny. But honestly, that's not even a huge problem. And then I'll probably dynamesh it even more because of this nail part. Kind of want to refine it a little bit. It looks like it's inside. And yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. I probably should move on from this part. Okay, let me unisolate it now. As you see, it's already looking like a finger and hand. So all I really need to do now is duplicate it. I don't even need to duplicate it. I can just... Actually, I want to have this as a separate one, so I will duplicate it. And I'll put this here, and just go bloop. Does it match? Yeah, kind of does. If I could just move this. That's already 3 fingers. Because what I did was I duplicated the first one, and this one was already, damn, this thing is kind of compact. And it was already, you know, if you know Zbrush, you probably know what I did. But, like, I basically duplicated it, because this is, like, a separate object, so I just, like, control... It's basically the same object, but 2 objects. Really feel like explaining right now, bruh. But, yeah. It's pretty much the weirdest looking hand ever, because it's, like, super symmetrical. So, I mean, what we could do is polygroup each one, and then, like, I mean, you don't need them to be separate objects, but you can just polygroup each one, auto groups, and then you can take this one. And then because it's the pinky, you can be like relatively, how does this look? Usually it's like an arc, where the middle finger is like the top of the arc, so this one is like probably way smaller. Should have probably made them straight, but I don't really mind. I don't really mind. Anyways, you just push this back and isolate it. As you can see, it's already looking pretty good. I think it might not actually be looking good right now. Wait, I'm gonna isolate this one. I'll just mask it just to see. And then I will bring this here and also push it down again. Yeah, see that's kind of what we're going for. And then this original one, we can just like, oh shit, we can just like push it back. And there we have it. It's uncanny, like it's kind of not that uncanny actually. Okay, then I'll push this back. I just don't want them to merge when I dynamesh everything together, so let's do that there. I've never spoken on camera, but this is like kind of weird. But yeah. Let's do that, and then like this, and then bruh. No! Yeah, maybe the pinky should be all the way over here. And I'll get the original one, and then just like, nah, you know, I'm not using symmetry anymore. And then for the thumb, I would just use another cube. Honestly, it's pretty fun using cubes. You should probably make everything with a cube. But you just put it here, and then it's kind of like slanted in a way. The best way to do it is to like push this out, but then it's not straight anymore. I don't really mind, honestly. When you do everything, it's gonna work. Just put that there. And on your YouTube channel. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm like dying from anxiety right now. But yo, grown ass onk. Alright, let me see if I can. This probably shouldn't be how you do this, but you can actually duplicate a finger again and then bring it here. But like, the thumb is actually at an angle when you look at it, and it doesn't have as many limbs. I'm just gonna cut. Well, not limbs. That's not what that is. It's more like a division, I guess. It only has like 2, which is kind of weird once you notice it, but it only has 2, and then you just put it like right here. And then you have like a thumb, but it's usually straight also. Use the lasso. It's usually straight, so you just want to use the gizmo. It's usually a little bit backwards, so this is like a little too. Yep, this is not a speed sculpt. I'm just gonna turn this into a base mesh, because like it's already looking too good actually. I can even make a better looking hand than this is. And then once I retopologize it, I'll probably use it to do some like poses just to test them out. And then I can maybe turn those into like blend shapes or like reference for like a rig or something. But yeah, this is a freaking hand, and cool. Not gonna lie, he kind of looks like he has sausage hands, bro. What the fuck? Why are they so? Yeah, you know what? Never mind. And then I will just put this down. Ooh. And then probably dynamesh this. Not at 120. I think that's a bit too much. At like 64, and then I will basically indicate where the palm is. Because it's usually like right under. There's a little bit of space, but it's like right under here. And then this is usually a line, and then from that line, it kind of looks weird. It looks like a person's, like half of a person's chest, like your palm, pretty much. Which is odd. Like if the arm was like wrapped around this thumb, then it would look like another person's chest, like on a cross or something. But anyways, you just do that, and you have a hand. I mean, obviously you have a hand. How would you be liking this video? Oh my gosh, bro. This is so... Anyways, why am I laughing, bro? I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, I kind of want to separate these because, damn, it's a big ass finger. Because I'm pretty sure if I dynamesh it as is, it will just destroy the entire form of the thing. So I'll isolate this and then rotate it. Yeah, that's a little better. I do think that the pinky is not small enough. Honestly, I should have probably started each one like at a lower density, but it's kind of weird because at the end it's supposed to look kind of webbed. Because like it's not just like it's inserted into your palm. It's kind of like the front part is a little more attached. It's kind of like webbed, like a what animal is it that has like a webbed feet? Yeah, it basically just means like this part isn't just like at the same level. And you want to indicate like the knuckles and stuff. They're all the same. Decisions, they kind of all point towards relatively towards the center. So I just do that. And then when you like smooth them, oh wait, yo, it's kind of looking like a hand. Right? And then there's this like top part. I don't know why I personally like doing this, but you don't really need to do that part. But I just like showing that there's like a top part of this, like right here. And then it's kind of pretty much that. I just need to smooth this a little bit more. Yep, you kind of already have a hand. So, well, I don't know why I separated them like this now, because I'm literally just gonna. Well, actually, I didn't have to make each finger, so that's not like the worst idea. I just merge everything into one mesh, but I like to do it like down because I don't want to have like a whole ass new object. So just merge, 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 and then it's like one object now. And when I dynamesh, I need like a lot more, like maybe 20. And although the one thing I don't really like about this is how boxy it is, but I'll fix that. It just helps like if you're like new to it. Ooh, damn, that's kind of dense. Okay, 220 maybe. Why did I turn it off? It was never on. Okay, yeah, 224. Yes, should be somewhat manageable. I hope. I mean, it's not the worst thing, but it is kind of dense. Okay, let's try 180 something. 184. Okay. First part about this is that it's not even this like close. It could probably be like a little bit away. Yeah. This could actually be longer. I know it's dumb, but like it does go past the index right there. So I just need to make it a little thinner because I think that's usually that big. But yeah, maybe 120 something actually. Doesn't need to be a huge deal. And you just add a bunch of smoothing to it, and then everything just kind of merges into one object. So now it already has polygroups, which is good, but I don't really think that's gonna last very long. But I'll just do each finger. So knuckles, definitely not a Sonic reference. Okay, when I put this, bro, I'm so tired, man. This portion of this video, I'm not talking. I'm just gonna play some freaking brain rot music, bro. I can't. I'm tired as hell. Okay, get this. Okay, get this, and maybe that, and then I would just like, pretty sure the knuckles don't show like that, but like you kind of want in the sculpt for it to show at least some level of like knuckle or indication of a knuckle. Usually it's kind of like rounded, but like there's a line. There's almost always a line on like the middle and the index. That's not even the middle, index, and this one, and they kind of all point towards this part. I don't understand fully though. I just know the form, and I think that's all that matters for now, at least. Unless you're like making like something super detailed. Get that in. This. Yeah. There's like lines here. It kind of looks like, see how much that, like just the impression of this adds to it. It's actually really cool. And this is like, damn, I wish I was like so much faster than this because I'm getting kind of tired now. I don't know how, but it ended up being mushy somehow. Okay, still came out mushy even though I haven't really tried this before. I don't really know what I'm doing right now. The usual method I'd pick is like much longer than this. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna fix this up for a while. Because the size of this thumb is like tripping me out. But I'll be time skip and I'll be back in a few. I just need to take some time to fix this because it's like genuinely pissing me off. Oh, I fixed it. Wow. Um, yeah, the thumb is looking a lot better now, but but it's been a few millennia trying to fix that. I'm not gonna lie, but it's kind of working right now. Kind of looking at my own hand, and it's not really bad compared to compared to what I'm seeing. So honestly, this isn't bad actually. It's just like kind of hard to get the angle of rotation of this. But this part of the finger is pretty much there. Probably will just leave it as is and then subdivide a bit. Usually, this part of the hand kind of goes up, so it looks more meaty, I guess. Not even really sure. But yeah, that should be okay for now. Move on to the other fingers. It's just try to get like a more fine detail brush. I don't really have that. Just using the default stuff to be honest. And yeah, for now it's kind of good. It's great. Maybe push this back a little bit. And then yeah, I'll push this in. Yeah, I mean if I had a texture, it would probably look better. Right now, I think just wanna. Okay, now that should be. Because I'm looking at it and like it's not really feeling like an actual. Honestly, that's what's like tripping me off. It's not really there yet, but I should probably move on now. Yeah, I think this is too much. Okay, now I'll just do this part, just move it up a bit. Usually it looks a little better. Yeah, I think that was it. It just looked too thin. And I think. See, this is the weirdest shaped finger. Like what? It's kind of weird looking, even from this angle, especially from this angle. But I mean, I'm probably overthinking it, and this should probably not be that. Maybe just come out a little bit more. Yeah, it's more like it. It's like the top. Now, the first finger. So, I mean, I did some work in like pushing the knuckles in. This hand didn't really look too good. Probably gonna soften that mask and then move this just a little bit. Yeah. See, from this angle, it's like they're so thin on this. And so you probably want to do this. I don't want these to be low-key perfect. So when I like I guess remesh or whatever. I'm not really sure it's not. But when I like retopologize it with like UVs, it will just like be perfect. Yeah, I wouldn't need to ever do this again. So this is like the second time I'm doing this. This is why I'm so tired. But like trying to do it perfectly pretty much. Just using my own hand as reference. I got like images. But not too clear. Not as clear as my actual again. So kind of like where this part of the thumb went though. So I just flattened it a little bit. Yeah, like this angle, it's kind of good. Of all the fingers that I don't need to be thick, it would probably be with this one. So, okay. This is supposed to be a male hand, by the way. That's why I feel like bubbling and shit. But, yep, so there. I don't want it to look like a pathway. Into the web portion right there. That really makes them look realistic, is that indentation there. And from this angle, it doesn't. Oh, I didn't get it. It doesn't even show that much in the side. I might make these longer too, actually. longer and like a little thinner. Honestly, I could probably make this palm thin too. So it looks like a more like young person or a younger person now. And just been that. It's actually looking pretty good, right? From some portions, like the thumb. Kind of like where it went. I don't know, it's making me go back even after, I should just get used to dropping shit, honestly. Okay, I'm using reference, so the key for this is to make the nails mask and then like pull them out. It won't really affect the silhouette, but anyway, it kind of makes it look more like a real finger. And I just need flip. I just need flip. And this part especially, because it's supposed to look like it's behind it. The side view of the finger really shows what's happening. Should probably be more full. You can even do this cool trick where you just push this finger outward so it looks like it's like wrapping. It just makes it look like not uniform. Oh. Yep. Yep. I kind of like this. I just need to find a way to make this indent thin, like really thin, like something like that. Like it looks like it's, so it's like coming out basically, but not really. Yeah. Yeah. That works fine. Line. Honestly, the length of this could be smaller, shorter, but not really. I am really mad. Alright, but so far so good, honestly. The knuckles, what I do, I just do like two circles, two like circular motions, and hopefully when you smooth it, it should get the impression of like a hard surface. And this part too. Circle, circle, line, and circle. Boom, yep. As you can see, like the reflections look kind of brown because of the circular thing, but it also looks flat because of the line. Yeah, you kind of want these to look straight too. So, just so they don't merge together in terms of form. I think this is good. Honestly, I have this issue where I barely see it working until like the end, pretty much when I'm done. So, maybe it's just me critiquing my stuff too much, but like this is not there yet. Like I'm looking at the reference, and the reference is just freaking majestic. So, and yes, it is my hand. but it's a really nice hand, though. So, um, yeah, I have an issue with these like finger portions. I should probably push this in. It looks like it doesn't have any, like, it's like a thin, doesn't have any depth. Closer. Honestly, the nails from that angle kind of don't look as bad as I thought they would. So maybe around something. It's just this part around it. It's like thin, but not really. Let me look at my own finger. Okay, this part is like rounded. It kind of really just covers just about the nail. And then these two sides are like kind of flat. And the widest part is like here. And then that's some fat there. It's fatty bit. I like the fattest part of your arm, really. And that. Holy shit. And then that. And that. To be honest, it could be. You can just leave it here, but my fingers are kind of skinny, so I should probably add a little bit more strength to this. Yeah, it looks a little more feminine now, but Honestly, the more feminine things look, the more like they look like they actually have life in them. It's actually kind of a good thing. Um, and there. Trying anything to make this reflection look right. Don't know what makes it look that well. I mean, honestly, I'm just gonna let it stay at that. Check the silhouette. Yeah, it's too pointy still. I might take a break and watch like Hannibal. I just started watching that actually. It's kind of weird because I haven't really gotten to the part where it makes sense to me, but it's a really fun show in the sense that like, I mean, it's been out for years. It's not really a spoiler, but the like main detective is like the one who commits the murders. So, but that was like a cool premise. But I haven't reached the part where you get to see like Mads Mikkelsen and stuff. No, his movies are really good. I watched like The Hunt too. That was kind of one of those movies that they don't really tell you exactly what is the point of it. So at the end, you just kind of are like confused as hell. I don't know why they do that, but I kind of liked it. Um, yeah, yeah. Spending a little too much time on this part. It's needed to have like some level of structure, but also look appealing. And that's actually quite hard to do, but once you get there, you can kind of tell, and it would just like it would just work. Um, push this up. Yep, that one's decent enough for me to move on. They kind of do need to move on. One thing I'll do is because this isn't actually what my fingers look like, I'll push these up and then maybe reduce the yeah. Always add fat because fat is kind of a good thing. It's a sign that like the thing is alive pretty much, and it has like some appeal to it. It's just like a little bit. You don't want to just add like a bunch of fat for no reason. Yup, 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 yup. Yup, 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 yup. It's working. It's working. I push it. This is the problem. This top part, this bottom part don't match. You know they did. Alright. For the detailing part, it's like probably the most annoying part because I'm just so tired from doing every other part. It's like, you need to finish. You need to finish your work. Alright, holy shit, I'm still on my finger. Yeah, I mean, for now, it should be okay. This one, I'm probably gonna mask the finger out again. Some might need to be a little higher than it currently is. Wow, would you look at that? It looks like a hand. No way. I know, right? How could it be? Okay. Wait till I get to the feet part. I literally don't know how to draw feet. And I can't look up reference because, like, if you just type feet into Google, it's not going to give you anything normal. So, I just have to look at my own feet. But, with the hands, like, it's pretty, it's like a lot of reference. Glug, 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 glug. Glug, 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 glug. Okay. How do you know? There it is, that trapezius shape again. Because it's just another finger, bro. I need to move faster! Honestly, this isn't that hard, bro. I just want it to look really good. And it makes me spend so much time on like the most basic shit. Literally does not matter. But I also just like that part of it. I don't know. Alright, 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 alright. I really like this one. Like, honestly, if I could just take that one and then put it on the other ones without it changing anything, I'd be happy with that. But the problem is that I could actually do that because it would just make the quality way worse. And it would probably take more time, honestly. Would it? I don't know. I'm losing my mind! I might have to take a break now. So, let's make this. Uh, uh, what? Why does it look so round? I'm touching this thing like way too much. I need to move on, bro. Like, what the? Okay. I mean, at least the web part is looking nice. It's like, I mean, pretty straightforward, but still, though. Alright, just push, push, push. But, but, why do I feel like I'm getting back much higher? Okay. I make this kind of wider. It kind of tapers off. And this, if I look at mine, it's just like slightly above this one, and it makes like an arc around the arm. So I'm gonna move this one up because this is the middle finger, so it's the highest. It's the highest one. But dooch. I said I was gonna take a break, and I didn't take the break. Bruh. What is wrong with me? Alright, you know what? After I mask this finger, I'm gonna take another break because it's almost there. Okay, no joke, it's actually almost there. So get subtle. It's better. So all I need to do now is just like rotate this. Because I think in the initial when I rotated it a little too much. Just rotate that and then yeah, it's good. Yep. That's exactly what we want. Okay. So after this, oh, this is the one I haven't worked on. I looked at that for a second. And I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I cannot. Nah, no way. Okay. Oof. Yeah, the issue I have is they don't match the back of it, so I need to like fix that. It was it would no shit Nick out. My God. Oh my. Why does it take so long, bro? I swear I'm in a freaking closed room and I just imagine an elephant in front of me just off of the sleepiness. Help me! Okay. No, maybe it looks more appealing when it's pointy. So I'm just gonna make them pointy for now. Because like everything else just does not look normal, so I just like literally I don't really know why it just doesn't work. It just doesn't look like what I want it to look like. I want it to look like what I want it to look like. What I want it to look like. Alright, bro. Okay, break time. Yeah, I'm low-key losing my sanity right now, so I think this is actually a perfect time to take another break. Because yeah, what the hell? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that definitely works. Alright. And what is this? Alright, bro. I need a break. Help me! Okay, break time, guys. But to be honest, if we zoom out and look at it, it's actually not that bad. It just looks kind of mushy. So, we could probably fix that once it gets like zero meshed. But right now, it's just like, brother, ugh. No, it's not really there yet. It's not really there yet. Not really there yet. Okay. But it's close, though. It looks like manageable now. Really manageable. Just can extrude that with that. You know, I should probably change the way this is masked. Yeah. So, round it two again. And this is lower. This is lower. And this. I want to go really fast. It's like Turn down dynamic is like the best way to be fast with this, but I mean it worked, so don't really need to do. This is actually too outward. I'll push this in, and then after that I'll actually take a break and watch Hannibal, and then I'll be back. I'll be back. Ooh, wait, it actually kind of looks good. Now, this, like, these angles, though, it kind of looks pretty good. Especially this finger, I kind of like it. I don't know why this doesn't look like it. Should probably just move it back. Yeah, yeah, I just need, like, a little bit more shading. Because that just makes it look real for some reason, I don't know why. But, yeah. Bon appetit! Bon appetit! Bon appetit! Ah, I'm so hungry. Should probably be eating instead of, okay. No, 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 no. Alright, bruh. It would seem that I have reached the checkpoint. Yeah, honestly, this is pretty good. Like, damn. Kind of impressed by how good this is. You just add, like, these, like, bony landmarks in here. I haven't even dynamished or anything. Like, this is the same subdivision, so that's honestly an improvement for me, at least. Just do that. Check this down. You know, some people say get a base mesh, but that's what losers think. No. You can just spend like 3 hours making this bullshit yourself. But yeah, there's part of a hand. You can like say you can, but I can probably just increase this a little bit. Like to the point where if you check your own finger, it's kind of like right before the first indent in yeah, so that should be good. Yeah. And honestly for most people it kind of bends forward a little bit. So that is you know what, it's gonna get its own word command. His thumb is like not it. Like at all, bruh. Like why does it look weird from so many angles? So many angles! Like it doesn't look good from any angle. I don't know why. At least compared to the reference. Okay, push that. Yep. Alright, break time. Ew! What the? Okay, you know what? No, break time. Come on, tired. So. Okay, but from the front, like from this part, it looks pretty good. So that's a good thing, I guess. But yeah, break time. Bruh, the mic wasn't even on, man. Maybe that was actually a good thing. But I think I kind of fixed this one finger, so pretty much almost done. Ate some food, so should be. Yeah, I just need to figure out the nails, like what they're actually supposed to look like. I'm making him some ham. Oh shit.